In the eerie depths of the forest, where shadows dance to the tune of the whispering winds, there lurks a tale that sends shivers down the spine of those who dare to listen. It's a story of darkness, of fear, and of a chilling revelation that defies comprehension. In the heart of these woods, there lived a solitary soul named Jacob. Jacob was a seasoned explorer, drawn to the mysteries that lay hidden amidst the trees. His footsteps echoed through the dense foliage as he ventured deeper into the unknown, his heart pounding with anticipation and trepidation alike. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, ominous shadows across the forest floor, Jacob felt an inexplicable sense of unease settle over him. Yet driven by an insatiable curiosity, he pressed on, determined to unravel the secrets that lay concealed within the darkness. With each passing moment, the forest seemed to come alive around him, its branches twisting and contorting like gnarled fingers, reaching out to ensnare him in their grasp. Strange whispers echoed through the trees, their words indiscernible yet laden with a sense of foreboding that sent shivers racing down Jacob's spine. Suddenly, in the depths of the night, Jacob stumbled upon an ancient, dilapidated cabin hidden amidst the trees. Its windows were shattered, its walls adorned with strange symbols that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Ignoring the warning bells ringing in his mind, Jacob stepped inside, his heart pounding with a mixture of fear and excitement. As he explored the cabin's darkened interior, Jacob's footsteps echoed through the empty halls, each sound magnified by the oppressive silence that surrounded him. And then, just as he was about to turn back, he heard it, a soft, plaintive cry emanating from the shadows, with a sense of dread gnawing at his insides. Jacob followed the sound, his heart pounding in his chest like a drumbeat of impending doom. And then, in the flickering light of his flashlight, he saw her, a young girl, her eyes wide with terror, her skin as pale as moonlight. With trembling hands, Jacob reached out to her, his voice a whisper of reassurance amidst the darkness. But as he drew closer, he saw the truth reflected in her eyes. She was no ordinary girl, but a specter of the forest, trapped for eternity within its haunted confines. And in that moment of realization, as the darkness closed in around him, Jacob understood the true horror of the forest, that some secrets are better left buried, some mysteries better left unsolved. And as the echoes of his screams faded into the night, the forest reclaimed its secrets once more, leaving behind only whispers on the wind and the chilling memory of a tale that defied explanation. Amidst the dense foliage of the ancient forest, where sunlight struggles to penetrate the thick canopy above, there lies a story whispered in hushed tones by those who have ventured too far into its depths. It's a tale of terror, of darkness that consumes all who dare to wander too close, a tale that now beckons you to listen. In the heart of these woods, there resided a group of friends, bound by the unbreakable bonds of camaraderie and adventure. Among them was Sarah, a bold and fearless soul whose thirst for excitement knew no bounds. Together they roamed the forest's labyrinthine trails, their laughter echoing through the trees as they sought out the mysteries that lay hidden within. But as the sun dipped below the horizon and darkness descended upon the land, a sense of unease began to settle over the group. Strange shadows danced amidst the trees, their movements fluid and unnatural, casting twisted shapes upon the forest floor. Undeterred by the encroaching darkness, Sarah and her friends pressed on, their footsteps muffled by the thick carpet of fallen leaves beneath their feet. Yet, with each passing moment, the forest seemed to grow ever more oppressive, its ancient presence weighing heavy upon their souls. And then, as if summoned by the very darkness itself, they stumbled upon it, a dilapidated cabin hidden amidst the trees, its windows shattered, its walls adorned with the markings of long-forgotten rituals. Despite the protests of her friends, Sarah felt an irresistible pull, drawing her towards the cabin's foreboding entrance. As she stepped inside, the air grew thick with the scent of decay, the sound of her heartbeat echoing through the empty halls like a drumbeat of impending doom. And then, just as she was about to turn back, she heard it, a soft, plaintive whisper drifting through the darkness. With trembling hands, Sarah followed the sound, her heart pounding in her chest with a mixture of fear and fascination. And there, in the furthest corner of the cabin, she found it, a decrepit old doll, its porcelain face twisted into a grotesque mockery of innocence. But as she reached out to touch it, A cold chill swept through the air, and the doll's eyes snapped open, their gaze fixing upon her with an intensity that sent a shiver racing down her spine. And then, with a suddenness that took her breath away, the doll spoke, its voice a haunting echo of a long-forgotten past. In that moment, Sarah knew the truth, that the forest held secrets far darker than any they could have imagined, secrets that hungered for souls to claim as their own. And as the darkness closed in around her, she understood the price of her curiosity, a price paid in blood, in terror, and in the chilling realization that some nightmares never truly end. In the depths of the forest, where the tangled roots weave intricate patterns beneath the undergrowth, and the ancient trees stand sentinel over a realm untouched by time, there exists a tale that haunts the darkest corners of the human psyche. It's a story of whispered secrets and unseen horrors, of a darkness that lurks just beyond the edge of perception, waiting to ensnare the unwary in its malevolent embrace. Our story begins on a moonlit night much like this one, where the silver rays cast long, eerie shadows across the forest floor, and the air is heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. It is here, amidst the rustling of the leaves and the distant calls of nocturnal creatures, that our protagonist, Emily, finds herself drawn inexorably into the heart of the wilderness. Emily's a curious soul, her spirit unbound by the constraints of the mundane world, her imagination ignited by the mysteries that lie hidden amidst the trees. With each step she takes, the as she ventures and then undeterred by the ominous aura that surrounds the figure, Emily approaches, her heart pounding in her chest with a mixture of fear and fascination. And then, with a voice that seems to resonate with the very essence of the forest itself, the figure speaks. Its words a haunting melody that sends shivers racing down Emily's spine. In that moment, as the boundaries between reality and nightmare blur, Emily understands the true nature of the forest, that it is not simply a place of beauty and wonder, but a realm of darkness and mystery, where the line between the living and the dead grows ever thinner. And as the figure fades back into the shadows from whence it came, Emily is left alone amidst the silent trees, her mind swirling with questions that may never be answered, her soul forever bound to the haunted depths of the forest.